were we then? Oh yes, my first job. I couldn't have been much older than you when I started. A fairy king's errand boy and unofficial jester. By night, my mates and I had the run of the forest. Good fellows they called us. Never spiked to the last. We'd get up to all manner of mischief, making fools of the local mortals. But as long as our lord was kept amused, we were spared the consequences. Then one day he was not amused, and I saw fit to move on. Thankfully, the ages and roads travelled since then have turned me from that merry wanderer into the paragon of virtue you see before you today.
Paragon of virtue, eh? Hello, boys.
What's got you all bumfuzzled over there? Get going.
Bumfuzzled.
Here we go. I can't believe we're gonna see the giants.
Well, if things work according to plan... Go ahead and lock in Jotunheim and we'll be on our way. Probably.
Boy, ahead. Get ready.
Oh, right. Got it. Let's hope this doesn't cause you to explode or anything.
Oh, hadn't considered that. Maybe we should talk about this a bit more.
Nah, I'm sure you'll be fine. Ready?
Oh, that's unpleasant!
Now, boy. We must be close.
Well, what are we waiting for? Think it's far?
We will see.
A word, please, before we continue. Listen, the last thing you two need up there's a decomposing heat ruin in the moment. Why don't I wait for you here? This is between you and the boy.
True. But if someone were to
My
fight...
lady sips soft, perfect sloshers. You done did it.
Sorry. We had to see this.
Oh, no. No, 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 no. Fine, damn it. Fine.
Watch the head till we return.
I can do this. No,
No.
no, I can't.
Okay.
Ready. Come.
Up we go.
Boy, do I have plans for you.
Oh no. Oh. Oh no. Very shiny. Too shiny.
Look! We're on the giant's fingers. I can see the highest peak ahead. Right over there. We did it.
We did.
What are you doing?
I have nothing more to hide.
Ouch.
Can we go now? We're so close.
Boy. Carry her.
Don't drop it.
Boy.
It's nothing. I just thought I'd hear voices by now.
Why? None of the other realms have been in good shape.
Hello? Anybody here? Odin and Thor, ruining everything for everybody.
That's a lot of writing on the wall. There's an interactable on my left back here. Oh,
What is this place?
They must have all come through here when they left Midgard. What was left of them.
Where are they now?
The giants came back home so they could survive. But I'm not sure they did. Huh. Who's the Guardian?
new lore. We foresee Midgard's fate, overrun a second hell. Neither Odin nor his dead may reach Jotunheim. The ways must be shut. The serpent and the guardian remained. They alone shall keep our hope. When doom falls the indestructible, only then shall the guardian return. Until then we await a better world. One without fear, without greed, without war. We wait for deliverance and justice. We wait for a champion. We will wait for word that gods grow good. Hope that world gets here soon.
I should feel them, but I don't. This place is dead. What happened to them? Why'd Mom send us here?
One question is answered, and two more take its place.
Uh-oh.
Wait! Father! Something's happening.
Oh.
It's your axe. It's smaller. Look. She's arguing with a bunch of giants. She knew giants?
Uh-oh.
That's us. The first time we met the world serpent. But how? And our fight with Baldur. But that just happened. Wait. They knew everything that was going to happen.
Spoilers.
The dragon in the mountain, the stone mason, all these drawings. This is our story.
No. This is your story.
But what does it all mean?
That I was not the only parent with secrets.
You didn't know. She was a giant.
Tricked and bamboozled.
I'm a giant. Why didn't she tell us?
She sent us here, knowing we would find this.
But why not just tell us the truth?
Your mother would have had good reasons. Baldur was never sent to find me. He was tracking her all along, not knowing she was only ashes.
If she had a plan for us, I trust it. Whatever it is. Besides, she hasn't been wrong yet. Come on. We're so close to the end now.
Yes. Yes, we are.
Oh no. That's not good.
Look, it's Mother's. She was here. She saw every step we took before we took it. Like she was always with us. Watching over us. Leading us home. Let's finish it.
Let's finish it. Boop. Oh wow. I see.
Father,
No. We do it together. Son.
He didn't call him boy, yeah.
Goodbye, Faye.
I love you, Mom. The giants. They really are all gone. There's nothing for us here.
Come.
So, I get that Mother was a giant. which makes me part giant and part god.
And part mortal.
Right. I guess there's just one thing I don't understand. My name on the wall. The giants called me... Loki?
Oh, fuck.
Loki. That's the name your mother wanted for you when you were born. She must have called you that to her people.
But why?
A question for another day. Let us go home.
That's a lot of
Guess it all makes sense
XP.
now. Why she want to end up here? Be with her kind? But did she know it was going to be like this here? Is this what she wanted us to see? Did she want us to tell the people? Or keep it a secret?
I do not know.
Clap,
So
clap.
what should we do?
I trust you to decide that.
Oh. So, why'd you want to name me Atreus? I know it can't be for a god.
No. He was a soldier. A Spartan.
The Great Warrior?
All Spartans are great warriors. We trained from birth. Our lives were discipline, duty, battle, and death. Life was grim, and we greeted it grimly. But Atreus of Sparta was unlike the rest of us. He wore a smile even in the worst of times. He was happy. He inspired us to hope that though we were machines of war, yet there was humanity in us. Goodness. When the day came for him to lay down his life in battle, his sacrifice saved countless others and turned the tide in our favor. I carried him home on his shield and buried him with all the honors of Spartan custom. His memory was a comfort in dark times.
Wow, you actually told a good story. Mimir missed it.
Poor Mimir.
I understand if you want to go home, but I bet there are still some corrupted Valkyries out there that could be set free. Some other help people. Maybe helping people was part of why Mom sent us out here, too. I mean, what would Atreus of Sparta do?
And what would Loki do?
Huh. That's a weird name. I'm glad we went with yours.
QA.
Lads, am I glad to see you. I believe I've reached my limit for dwarven charm.
They just left
What
him here?
happened, Mimir?
They took an uncomfortable number of measurements and then proceeded to bicker about the weather.
Where do you want us to take you?
How about the warm confines of anywhere bloody else?
Can do. Continue exploring. I beat the game. Complete dwarven favors, free dragons, travel to Muspelheim and Niflheim, find new items in the shop to get powerful equipment that will allow you to defeat all the corrupted Valkyries, whom I can now see on the map. Oh boy. The fun never ends. Go back to my house and sleep? Yeah? New Game Plus allows you to start a new game while maintaining equipment, XP, hack silver, and items. New Game Plus can be accessed anytime from within the options menu. Cool. Alright, I guess I can go back to my house and sleep. That's cool that they don't, like, cut you off, though. They just let you do stuff after you finish. Might be crazy. Well, we'll find out if you're crazy together.
Before we return to Midgard, I should warn you. More time has passed than you likely realize. The snowfall that began when you slew Balder, it's become become something else.
Oh.
The stuff of omens.
For the coming of winter.
Not just any winter. The great winter to span 3 summers. And when it's done, Ragnarok begins.
Ragnarok. From snow.
Aye, snow. Lots more snow. And then the end of the bloody world. In that approximate order.
Another prophecy.
No, brother. Prophecy doesn't expect this for 100 more winters at least. You've changed something.
I'm telling you, it's Fimbulwinter. I can feel it in my scrotum.
What the fuck?
Stop saying that.
Rock.
Oh, you're making me very nervous. It was bound to snow sooner or later.
That ain't just snow, and you know it. It's the end times.
How dare you make me the voice of reason? Guys, just discussing the weather. Bit of a cold snap lately.
What he means is, Fimbulwinter's upon us, boys. The winter to end all winters. I can feel it in my scrotum.
Yeah.
For fuck's sake.
So if you're heading home, try to keep moving, and also to not die.
Or if you're not heading home, same advice.
Let's see.
Sure.
Wait, where's the rest of the credits? Oh look, I can get the 3rd tier belt.
Go scuff that
A
up.
tier piece. I'm gonna use it, but I have it now. But I can buy runic attacks? Okay. It's a buff. Power up the axe. A flurry attack. Shit, it's expensive. But I must have it.
Well, what else were we
Alright,
talking
go
about?
back to my house, you say? We'll see if it does, if anything happens. If not, you're banned. I'm just kidding. Probably. Home. What happened to the rest of the credits, though, dude?
Okay. Tell me again how Odin knew we were going to Jotunheim before we did.
Odin is extremely clever, you see. Nearly as clever as he thinks he is. And he's a collector of prophecies. If it's about the future, he adds it to his collection. Helps him style himself as all-seeing and all-knowing. But of course, the idea is control. Control of the future, control of his fate. He'd control every realm of every land in every world if he could. Every potential pocket
Sounds
of
like a
resistance
delightful
he
guy.
seeks to eliminate. Even if you've never posed a threat before, he may think one day you might. So you see, it's not important how he knew before you did. It's important that he was right.
Fair enough.
We're finally home. Feels like a lifetime ago.
Bit drafty, maybe. It's a right improvement over having tree bark in your tadger.
You're what now?
Time to rest.
I'm gonna sleep through winter.
Okay, this'll do.
Don't sit on me, Mare.
Sleep.
Way ahead of you.
Years later.
The ball!
Oh no. Oh no. No rest. Well, I guess we got a few years of rest. But that's it. Oh, now the actual credits. Okay. I don't have to feel bad about cutting off the credits. Good stuff. Good stuff. That game had pretty good story and some very satisfying combat and too much stats and shit to deal with. It's sad, really. They put so much effort into making, shoutouts to Zach Demos, the camera operator. They put so much effort into making it like the whole game has no camera cuts. And then they put in all this silly shit that you have to keep going into menus for. So it didn't actually feel like one contiguous thing, you know? Like the store menus and stuff were still in the game, but there was so much shit you had to go into the pause menu to do. That it like broke up the feeling of like one contiguous thing. I wish they'd found a way to do it more like Dead Space, where your menu is diegetic, it's in the world. So it didn't pull you out of it as much. That's probably my biggest complaint, is they had a lot of stuff in there that pulled you out of it. So lots of the effort they spent, you don't really notice. But other than that, I think they did a really good job. The narrative was pretty good. The relationship between Kratos and Atreus was good. Other than the whatever arc that drove me nuts. It drove me nuts. I was so mad at Atreus. He went from like, oh my god, can I turn into a deer? To like, Cinder, you're fucking stupid mortal, whatever. In like 2 minutes. I was like, bro, calm down. Yeah, it was too drastic. Like, I could see how he would get to that spot, but I felt like maybe they like cut a section there where it would like be more gradual. So it was like super drastic. But all the other like moments between them were good. And I gotta be honest, I'm glad Kratos killed Baldur at the end. It would have felt a little bit unsatisfying not to like kill the final boss and the guy who kicked off the whole damn thing. A little bit unsatisfying. So I was glad. Even if it was in a cutscene, I was like, okay, that feels good. I don't know what Freya's gonna get up to now, though. Now that she hates our guts. She's gonna visit every violation upon us. Or whatever she said. So, who knows? She'll probably sick her plant zombies on us again. That was pretty cool. You know, I hadn't thought of like using vines to like reanimate a corpse. That was inventive. I appreciated that. It was neat. Yeah, I was like, wait, how the fuck is she necromancy? And then I saw he had like vines running through all of them. I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool. I'm interested to see what they do with the second game. I haven't watched any of the trailers for it yet. Should I? Like, I don't usually watch trailers. I feel like oftentimes they give away too much. Or they show too much, I guess. Do it? Alright, I'll do it afterwards. It's hype? Okay. You don't think it gives away too much stuff? I know people were like flipping out because I guess Thor is like fat or something. I'm like, who cares? You could be like, have you seen like strongman competitions, like they're pretty chunky. He's not even in the trailer. Oh, what were people talking about him from then? Did they just show concept art? Because I saw like concept. Oh, they showed key art of him. Okay, that's what I saw. I mean, he still looked pretty badass to me. We need to normalize fat characters in media. Put a clap emoji between every word. Normalize fat characters. Badass fat characters. Not like dopey comic relief fat characters. We've had enough of those. Normalize badass fat characters. I wonder how Ragnarok will run on PS4. Because this game ran pretty well most of the time. I imagine it's on the same engine and everything, so it would probably still be good. There were a couple times in this I noticed it chug, but it was only when there's like a ton of enemies on the screen. Overall, it was really solid. It's the equivalent of running on low. That's fine, as long as you can get like a good frame rate. I would play in like potato mode if I could get a 60 FPS in like every game. Just make every game look like what's the Viking crafting game in early access? Valheim? Make every game look like that and run at a good solid FPS and I'd be happy. I don't care nearly as much about like textures and particles and stuff. Lighting I like, and frame rate I like. Other than that, I'm like, you can do whatever you want. Just give me like, yeah, ray traced Minecraft. Christopher Judge. Jeremy Davies. It's a very small, like, primary voice cast. Nolan North and Troy Baker. Who are they? I actually didn't notice them. They must have been fairly minor. I can always pick out Troy Baker. Who is Troy Baker? I have to know. Nolan North has pretty good range, but I can, like, always pick out Troy Baker. So if he did a voice and I couldn't recognize it was him, I gotta give him kudos. Bear McCreary. Good job on the music. There are a few good tracks in there. He was Magni? Oh, okay. So that's why I didn't notice. He was barely present. If he'd had more lines, I probably could have picked him out. Nolan North was Modi. So is Nolan North and Troy Baker as the twins? That's amazing. It's pretty good. Technicolor. I read that the I saw a headline like a couple weeks ago, like the person who was like lead on the Leviathan X passed away. I was like, that's sad, but I'm surprised it's a headline. Now that I played the game, I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm not that surprised that it's a headline article story. Like, the Leviathan X felt good as fuck. One of the most satisfying melee weapons, I think, ever. For me, at least. It felt good to swing it around and, like, impactful in the throwing it and pulling it back. I was like, yeah, this is what it should sound and feel like to throw and pull back a huge, like a legendary axe. So they did a good job. Rest in peace. The Blades of Chaos were fun too, but the axe was way better in my opinion. More satisfying. But the blades were certainly a bigger spectacle. And they were cool. They weren't like bad or anything. But the axe was exceptional. Blind squirrel. Mood. That's a mood. Sony Interactive. The music is pretty good. There were only a few tracks that were like standouts, but none that were bad. Yeah, it was only a few tracks. Lots of like atmospheric, but only and like a couple like set piece tracks. It's not like a soundtrack I would listen to outside of the game, but I think it did a good job in the game. It served it well. I really like, I don't know, what is it, Kratos' theme? The one that's like the whole choir. I felt like the mom's theme, it was like half Suteki Dane from FFX. Like half of the melody was just ripped out of that. Or the same vibes, I guess. I thought it was kind of funny. Yeah, this is the song that played during the Baldur fight. The Baldur fights were both really good. The one at the start and the one at the end. The one at the start, I feel, had a bigger impact because it just came out of nowhere and it was ridiculous. The most like intense first boss in a video game. The first fight with Baldur was absolutely wild. The final one was pretty cool too, but much more of like a set piece. It was wild because of the like flying around on the lava chisel by the reanimated giant. They didn't really have too many boss fights other than Baldur. You fought him like 3 times. And then there were a couple other bosses. They really liked their ogres with the pillars swinging around. But they had pretty good enemy variety for normal monsters, which I think is pretty important. Lots of mini bosses. There were like reskins, but most of them had like an extra move or two. Like, what even were the big bosses? The 3 Baldur fights and the dragon, pretty much? Magni Modi, yeah. Baldur, Magni Modi. The Valkyries, I guess, are boss fights, but all of them are optional, so... They seem pretty good, though, from the 3 I did. They each had a different gimmick so far, which was cool. I guess the Dark Elf King guy counts as a boss fight, even though he comes back later as a trash mob. But I hated that fight, so fuck him, he doesn't get to count. I wonder how people speedrun this game. Because any big skips would have to be from the gameplay itself, right? Because none of the cutscenes or anything are skippable. I wonder if there's any glitches that save time. Or if it's just like a normal playthrough, but very, very fast. Three hours 55 minutes is world record. Okay. That sounds to me like there's probably at least a couple skips. But for the most part, probably just a normal playthrough, but extremely, extremely fast. Because I'd say there was probably like 2 hours of cutscenes, if I had to guess. It's hard to tell since it's all like seamless camera-wise. I'll have to watch a speedrun like when I have a slow day at work or something and see if they do anything wild. Cause yeah, you can't like dialogue mash or anything. At least I don't think you can. I never tried to. Who's messaging me on Discord? Oh, it's just group chats. Look at all them testers. They did a good job. I didn't really see any bugs. I had like one part where the camera freaked out. But I don't think I think there was a couple like things I noticed. One time in hell where I soft logged. Yeah! Whoever was testing that section of hell. Tisk. No, they probably wrote it up and then it got marked low priority by the development team. And never fixed. That's how it goes. Yeah, that was really weird. It just didn't play the, like, proper animation and then didn't know what the hell to do. But it was 10 seconds after a checkpoint, so no huge deal, at least. You have a better memory than me. I forgot about that. Soft lock. I'm running out of things to talk about. There's a lot of fucking people that worked on this game. Long credits. True. I mean, it's a good game, but yeah, a fucking lot of people. AAA games always have like thousands of names in the credits. The first, like, the earliest, oh my god, these credits are long game I can remember is Dragon Age Origins. Those credits, I swear, were like 45 minutes or an hour or something. It was ridiculous. And the credits music was, I have no idea why, but it was a 30 Seconds to Mars song, and then like 2 songs from the in-game soundtrack that just played over and over throughout the long-ass credits. So it got to the 30 Seconds to Mars song like 4 or 5 times. I have no idea, like, why that song was in the Dragon Age credits. Like, maybe, like, some lead was, like, a huge fan. Like, what song should we put in the credits of our fantasy epic? Well, I really like this band that, like, doesn't really fit the vibe of our game at all. Sure! Buy the rights. Those are some credits that I'll probably always remember just because the music choice was so damn weird. You can't see it, but the camera is still actually over Kratos' right shoulder. The illusion has not yet been broken, you just can't tell. Also, I'm gonna have to work very hard finding spots to cut up this VOD for the YouTube segments, because there's no... like, other than dying, like deaths, there's not really a good place to split the VOD. So I'm gonna have a fun time figuring that out. Like, normally I write down timestamps on a piece of paper next to me. I'm like, okay, this is like a timestamp where to cut the VOD. I didn't even bother with this game. So, damn them for not putting any camera cuts. Yeah, after cutscenes and deaths, getting in and out of boats will be my best bets. As long as I had the sense not to be halfway through a sentence during a death or after a cutscene or getting in and out of a boat. Like, I'll be able to figure it out, but it's gonna be trickier than lots of other games. Outer Wilds was the easiest. I just wrote down the timestamp every time a loop ended. Every game needs to be a time loop, so I can do that. That was easy. But yeah, stuff like Ender Lilies, I'm like, okay, I sat on a bench and it's been like a half hour. Write down the time. But this game is gonna be tricky. Sleepers, right? Don't do it. There might be a post-credits scene. Plus, these people made a good game. They deserve to have their names scroll up the screen. No, Yagi, you're like 25 minutes late for the credits. You did miss the Vor episode earlier, though. I tried to summon you, but you did not appear, so you missed the Vor. Because every game needs a Vor episode, I've come to learn. I don't know why. It's maybe in like some game design handbook somewhere. But yeah. Was busy? How dare you? Yo, who did the alignment? They fucked up. Hey! 28 minutes or whatever into the credits, you messed up the center alignment on something. What the hell? I guess QA team didn't watch the credits. And they all fell asleep by this point. Right, imagine it's like 28 minutes into the credits, your game is pretty good, and then you mess up and don't properly center align someone's title. Forever tarnished. And this one game of the year? Oh my god. People have no standards. Absolutely ridiculous. I don't know how they'll live with themselves. There's no coming back from this. It's in the credits. It's immortalized. Where's a credits alignment manager? Where are they? I'm gonna write their name down and tweet shade at them. Senior credits alignment engineer. I got my eye out for you. When you have this many people in the credits, how do you even go about ordering everybody? Like, do you just have like a giant spreadsheet? Like, I don't think that they're dealing with unions as much as like film would. Like, I know film, everyone's a union, so they have like strict rules about where everyone goes in the credits. Maybe it's more casual for games. And it's like, plop the most important, the people that lead meetings that you go to at the top, and after that, it's like a big spreadsheet, just put it all in there. We're still going, yeah. Oh no! Wait, that's still aligned. He just has an extremely long title. I thought they messed up again. They're fine. Senior Director of Consumer Insights and Marketing Analytics. God damn, Peter. You want to condense that title a bit? You get paid by the letter? How big do that guy's business cards have to be just to fit his title on there? They messed up. CRM and paid media product and analytics isn't centered. They did it twice. Wait, no, it's Senior Manager, CRM, and paid media and product and analytics. His title was so long it spilled onto a second line. I wonder if that's what happened earlier. Why do people's titles have to be so long? Just be like Senior Engineer and call it good. Maybe you get a pay raise for each letter that you have in your title. Yeah, a business postcard. You ask for his business card and he hands you like a 3x5 note card. PlayStation.com. PlayStation.com? Like, does this even... This is like... What, they put up a splash page for the game? Surprised. Senior Vice President of Public Relations and Corporate Communications. Yeah, these people are out of control. You need to condense your titles. Designers and developers? Yeah, those are different. Developers write the codes and designers come up with what it should look like. I know these things. Sony Interactive Entertainment America Legal and Business Affairs. See, I feel like they're just stretching at this point. Like, what did these people do to work on the game? Make sure you don't get sued? It seems tangentially related at best. But who knows? Sony Interactive Entertainment Europe, sales and marketing. We have to be getting close to the end, right? These people seem very tangentially related to the game. Group Manager, Corporate Communications, and Influencer Marketing. I'm emailing Jimma for a code to Ragnarok. I am the influencer marketing. Hit me up. Jimma, if you're watching this, my email's in the about section. Thank you. Assassin's Creed 3? Oh man, those were long too. I don't know if I might have skipped those credits because I hated Assassin's Creed 3. Be like, you people don't deserve my time. I don't remember. I might have watched them. But Ubisoft games always have also ridiculously long credits because they have like 30 studios all work on the game a little bit. First party quality assurance for Korea. Asia Soft. We're at the end. We're at fonts and other software libraries. We made it. Human IK. Bink Video. Oodle. Oh, here's all the open source. Ah, not much open source stuff. First party quality assurance is the people who oversaw the celebration party after launch. They should have been at the top of the credits then. They had to make sure everyone didn't hurt themselves when they were blackout drunk. Rapid JSON. Nice. Zlib. You're gonna end with Zlib? No like Havoc Physics or anything? Or like PlayStation logo? No thank you for playing?